Hey, YouTube. Well, I just thought of a new verse, another verse. How'd it go? We are confused and not amused by all the things you say that you do. Oh, why do you keep on repeating this song? Trying to convince us that you can change right from wrong. Cause if you really want to hear our views, you haven't done nothing. Hey, let me see. What's another one? Well, another one's not important. Good morning, YouTube. Did I already say that? Okay, Wilson came back on here for. See, this is Wilson's bread and butter. I'm a dream come true, right? He said, "Oh, I can go back with Blaine, get me another more viewers, get them numbers up, child." Let me tell you why I went after this child and his dumbass numbers. He called himself making a video about my numbers. Like I give a damn about my numbers. I don't give a shit about my numbers, right? I mean, it's you want to grow, you want to show that you're there, you're doing something, but it's not important to me. It's not how I pay, and I don't have a mortgage. It's not how I'm trying to support myself. But to think that this dude is still persisting in line, it baffles the mind. It baffles the mind. Okay, we're going to pick it up again. Where's the beef? We'll start off like that. Where is the fucking beef? He come on here today acting like he going to spill the beans. I said, oh, does he really have numbers? Oh, is he going to release the numbers now? This childish ass dude, he got all the way through that whatever video, however long it was, and didn't expose nothing. Ye haven't done nothing. Hey. Wait a minute. Jackson 5, y'all still there, say. This fool ain't said a goddamn thing. So I got to go to my notes. He says he put out a hashtag only Google. Okay, let's explore that. Hashtag only Google, right? Isn't that the crux of the problem here? We want the Google numbers. If you don't release the Google number, then how are we supposed to investigate your ass? You say, oh, only Google, got to come from Google. And then you block the Google numbers. Child, I pity the students that you are teaching. Only Google, huh? He don't want a third-party site in his business, he said. What sense does that make? What business? What are you talking about, dude? You don't want a third-party site in your business, huh? So every third-party sites we go to, let's say we go to 10 third-party sites, and they all have the same information. They all have your numbers just like what they are. Okay. How are you benefiting by every site in America and abroad reporting that you have 6,680 viewers? How is that benefiting you? You don't want them in your business, yet but they're reporting that you're broke as a motherfucker. Lord have mercy. And you said that nobody loses numbers like that. You a goddamn lie. I can almost remember the day when you blocked them. Why were you not blocking them before that? You blocked them immediately after one of your scandals. Was it brought on by me? I don't remember. What the fuck you had there? You have done so much tacky shit. Something you did or said drove those numbers right into the mud. And you immediately blocked them. And you haven't unblocked them. And then you tell us that you can only go by the number that I don't release. Hey, Wilson. This bald-head Negro he's just something else. Then he wonders why, of all the people on YouTube, I choose to torment him. Although I'm not tormenting him. I'm doing a lot less than he does. Y'all remember y'all was in school? Y'all always had bullies in your school, right? Little Donald Trumps. Always had bullies in your school. And they would just pick on people and push little guys around and push them into the lockers and all that kind of stuff. At some point, someone would say, hey, don't hit him again. Standing up for the smaller person. It's natural. It's a good thing. It is a good thing. To hear you go on here yakking your chaps every day, picking on this boy. Please don't confuse it. I'm on Wally's side or something, but that's just the example because that's what he talks about the most. Hear you bullying this boy about his his body parts and his asshole and his sex life and going on basically on his vacation with him to criticize everything he does on his little date thing. To see you picking on people and picking on people and picking on people and picking on people and picking on people. And somebody got to say to your ugly ass, listen, pick on somebody your own size. You motherfucker, you. He told me in this little ditty, he said, clean that apartment. Let me tell you something, nigga. You can come up with a lot of stuff, boy. Find a speck of dirt in my apartment. A speck. Find a speck of anything wrong with my... Find it. See, I know my strong suits, nigga. Look at it. It's gorgeous. How you do this damn thing here? Find a speck of dirt anywhere in my apartment. You say I got to clean my apartment. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. Okay. Find a speck of dirt in it. Find anything. Oh, I don't buff the silver because I like a patina on it. I just like that person look. You can't find a goddamn thing wrong with my apartment. How dare you? The nerve. I know my strong suits, boy. So you ought to come a different direction. You say, oh, it's clutter in there. Nigga, for you, somebody with one picture over here and one picture over there and a little cheap ass console up under the little cheap ass TV, all the little cheap thoughts you have thrown out, you think that's style. But we already know you don't have any damn style, right? So, no, Wilson, you are the last person to be saying anything about my apartment, honey. I know my strong. You know, I was auditioning to be photographed for a magazine. It was called Metropolitan Home in Los Angeles, and I was in my 20s then, late 20s, something like that. Anyway. Let me get to the next thing he said. Clean that up. Ain't that a bitch? No, it ain't clutter, nigga. It's design. It's taste. It is style. I'm an interior designer. That is what I am. I'll always be that. I was that at 8 years old. That's just who I am. Don't say that's how I make a living, but that's who I am. That's what I do. Black ass nigga. Okay. Then of course we end up back on prison again. He's obsessed with prison. Straight people, let me help you. You know how straight people, you know how when I know some of your ladies, y'all go to porn sites too. Y'all look at stuff. You notice how heterosexuals have certain fantasies they always act out in porn movies. It's always the nurse, with the patient, and then the nurse comes in, drops her breast out and kind of thing like that. Or they have the maid and they have her with her little back out of her maid outfit, and that's somebody's fantasy. Or they have some of the other fantasies they have for heterosexuals. Oh, the boss and the secretary. That's a big one for you guys. Well, a big one in the gay community. A big fantasy in the gay community has always been prison. You don't believe me? Go check. Go over there to go to Xtube or something like that. You'll see a classic fetish or fantasy gay man or prison sex. This Negro seems obsessed with prison sex, right? That's all he talks about. When Wally catfished him, he first went on presenting himself as a preppy, nice kind of guy, right? Jay Wilson, he wasn't interested in that. Wally said, okay, let me try something else. Wally came back on contacting Jay Wilson. Oh, shit, girl, I spit all of myself. Wally came back on as rough trade, right? And Jay Wilson, oh yeah, come on over. Come on over. He obsessed with my prison life because he's fascinated by it. He's fascinated with rough trade, rough street boys things. This is what excited him, what made him think to invite Wally over, is because he was coming on as rough trade. That's what Jay Wilson was. Jay Wilson, you're such a worthless piece of dog shit, child. Listen, I know I'm throwing you a couple of views today. You said, oh, my numbers went up again. This thing with this number, Jay Wilson, You're supposed to be educated. Can't you see that this has nothing to do with your damn numbers? I could care less about your numbers. What I care about is your lies. You're lying. Now here you don't even have enough sense to just go silent for a minute and let it pass. You come on here again talking about this goddamn community page. Does that make sense to you, Jay Wilson? You think that we're all so stupid that we're gonna go by a screenshot, some old ass picture on your community? I thought sure when I got on this morning, I said, he's gonna release the numbers. We're gonna see how many viewers he has, right? He went around and around and around to say nothing. He didn't say anything. He still didn't release anything. All he tells us is, if it ain't from Google, don't believe it. So then he says, I'm not releasing Google. Jay Wilson, you have got to be kidding me, child. You have to come up with some better ammo than this. Come on there pretending like you got something. You said, then he said, I'm doing all this by memory and just getting up. What did he? Oh shit! What did you say? What did he just say? God damn it! I lost it again. Must not have been that important. Anyway. People tell me my chain of thought there. I lost it now. Now it's so far out now. If I try to grab hold to it, I'm gonna go further and further in the rabbit hole. Okay. So he said he's not releasing the numbers. Let's see if I can track it. He's not. He don't want people to know his numbers because them in his business. Although we already said that the business that people are getting is this low number. And he went up. Oh, his numbers are increasing. Okay, here it is. You got to track it when you get old, honey. Okay. He said when he gets to 10,000, he'll take another picture. Right. Wasn't the last number like 9,000? I mean, just a couple of from 10,000, where coincidentally is where his highest numbers were. Isn't he already at 10,000? I mean, from what I remember, it's only like 20, 30 views off of that. Since yesterday, he should have accumulated that much. So he's basically already at 10,000. So why can't we see? What do you mean you don't want them in your business? In your business what? What the fuck are you, some multi-conglomerate executive or something? You ain't got no business, Jay Wilson. You are the only person who is screenshotting their subscriber count and expecting the whole rest of the world and everybody on Google all to accept this as reality, right? We are amazed. We are confused and not amazed by all the things you say that you do. In other words, we're just amazed at how much you're willing to pursue this lie. Now you got yourself, so how you gonna get out of this? You remember how they tell you when they'll try to teach you in the trailer park? When you was a little boy, one lie begets another lie, begets another lie, begets another lie. You tell one lie, you got to cover up that lie. So you tell another lie. Another lie, you got to cover up that lie. Now you done built all this in 1 week. You done built all these goddamn lies around that motherfucking number. So now nobody wants to hear what you have to say. All we want you to do is release the numbers like everybody else. Probably 90% people who have low numbers, they don't release the numbers. And that's fine because the reason why people with low numbers and people were getting started will not release their numbers because it's not impressive. So they don't want people to go in there and say, oh, she only got 100 viewers, so I'm not going to that site. She's nobody kind of thing. So I understand that. I understand that. His dude been on here 2 years. He's been on here 2 years. He talked about my, you say people hate me. Your people over there hate me. Baby, I don't have no people. Honey, my ego is not so fragile that I believe I have to have rider lives. Everybody got to join up. Listen to the Pied Piper. People listen to me if they want to. I don't take ownership of nobody. You have never seen a Cash App on any of my pages. You have never seen no PayPal. You ain't never seen me begging for no GoFundMe. You have never seen shit. I'm not into it like that. That's what you're into. You're trying to be a cult leader. The blind leading the blind. Oh, no, that's wrong because some of your people are decent people. So I don't want to group them with you. But that's who you want to be. You want to be somebody special to somebody. Come on here like my people, my people, my people. You're not Martin Luther King, honey. You ain't got no people. You're just a YouTuber. All right. You can thank me later for these views I just gave you. They're going to all go in and say, who in the hell is this Jay Wilson? You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. Who in the fuck is he?